Dark secrets hidden in world monuments nobody talks about. Let's get right into it. You've seen the postcards, the tourist shots, the drone flyovers. But for all their beauty and fame, the world's monuments have a darker side, a layer of mystery, deceit, or forgotten pain that history books tend to skip. These are dark secrets hidden in world monuments nobody talks about. Number 8. The Eiffel Tower's secret room. Everyone knows the Eiffel Tower, the shining symbol of romance, selfies, and overpriced macarons. But what if I told you that this iconic landmark hides something out of a spy novel? At the very top of the tower, tucked just beneath the antenna, is a secret apartment built by Gustave Eiffel himself. And no, it wasn't for rent, not even for French royalty. Eiffel used it as a private lounge, a place where he hosted select guests like Thomas Edison. But it wasn't just for wine and conversation. He also used it to observe experiments, quietly monitoring air pressure, meteorology, and even wireless communication before most of the world knew what that was. It's the world's most luxurious science lab disguised as a love story. And while millions of people pose beneath it every year, very few realize that above their heads sits a small apartment that once held the first whispers of modern technology. Basically, the Eiffel Tower wasn't built for romance. It was built for data. Number 7. Mount Rushmore, a monument built on betrayal. For stone faces carved into the Black Hills of South Dakota. A patriotic postcard, right? Except this entire monument sits on land stolen from the Lakota Sioux. The U.S. government had promised the Black Hills to the Sioux forever. In the Treaty of Fort Laramie, then gold was found, and forever suddenly expired. The Lakota call the mountain the Six Grandfathers, a sacred site representing the directions of life. But when the U.S. commissioned Mount Rushmore, that sacred ground became the canvas for presidential propaganda. Even worse, the sculptor, Gutzon Borglum, had previously worked on a Confederate memorial. So the man chosen to carve freedom into a mountain once honored the Confederacy. It's a monument to liberty built on the bones of broken promises, a national symbol, but also a national scar. Number 6. The Colosseum, the blood beneath the glory. We think of Rome's Colosseum as an ancient sports arena, the birthplace of entertainment. But under that massive amphitheater lies something far more grim. The world's first death industry. Gladiators weren't just fighters, they were investments. Owners trained and leased them like assets, betting on their survival. The crowds weren't cheering courage, they were watching profit margins bleed. The Colosseum's floor once hid a vast network of elevators, cages, and tunnels that shuffled animals, prisoners, and weapons. Blood drained through sand into a hidden plumbing system. Imagine the smell of death baked in Mediterranean sun. Historians estimate nearly 500,000 people died there. And the arena's foundation stones? They're still stained by centuries of dried iron, the faint trace of human blood. Rome may have called it glory, but it was really organized slaughter with better marketing. Number 5. The Statue of Liberty, a symbol with shackles. Most people see the Statue of Liberty as the ultimate symbol of freedom. But there's something you probably haven't noticed. She's stepping on a broken chain. It's right under her foot, partly hidden by her robe. That chain was meant to represent the abolition of slavery. Originally, Lady Liberty wasn't just welcoming immigrants. She was celebrating the end of human bondage. But when the statue's design was pitched to the US, officials found that too political. The focus shifted to immigration, and the chain's meaning faded into the background, literally. Today, millions look up and see liberty. Few notice the shackles she broke. Number 4. The Taj Mahal, a monument of death, not love. The Taj Mahal, the world's most famous symbol of romance. But here's the irony. It's not a love story. It's a graveyard. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan for his late wife Mumtaz Mahal. It wasn't meant to be a palace of devotion. It's a mausoleum. Its marble glow hides the cold truth that it's a tomb. And according to historical accounts, Shah Jahan didn't just mourn, he destroyed. The labor force behind the Taj. Tens of thousands of artisans. Some stories claim he had their hands cut off afterward to ensure no one could recreate his masterpiece. Whether myth or truth, the message is clear. The Taj Mahal was born from obsession and grief, not love. It's a monument to eternal devotion and eternal sorrow. Number 3. Stonehenge. A prehistoric cemetery. Everyone loves a good Stonehenge. Mystery, aliens, ancient druids, time portals. The truth is stranger and darker. Recent excavations revealed that Stonehenge was likely a mass burial ground. Dozens of cremated remains were found around the stones. Some of the skeletons showed signs of disease and injury. Instead of being built by mystical energy seekers, it may have been a sacred hospital, or worse, a memorial for the dead who didn't survive ancient rituals. The site's perfect alignment with the solstices wasn't just about astronomy. It was about life and death cycles, the line between what we celebrate and what we fear. So the next time someone calls it mysterious, remember, Stonehenge isn't a riddle. It's a cemetery with better branding. Number 2. The Great Pyramid of Giza. A blueprint of control, the Great Pyramid isn't just one of the 7 wonders. It's also one of humanity's greatest manipulations. It was built not merely as a tomb, but as a power symbol for eternity. The pyramid's precision is staggering, perfect geometry, aligned with the stars. But historians believe that wasn't for spiritual reasons. It was for psychological control. Pharaohs built monuments not to reach the gods, but to become them. Their scale and mystery reinforced divine status, making sure peasants saw them, not as rulers, but as celestial beings. So yes, the pyramids are engineering marvels, but also ancient propaganda. Their message, obey, because we are forever. Number 1. The Lincoln Memorial, the hidden temple. You've probably stood on those steps, maybe even recited the Gettysburg Address from memory. But what most people don't realize is that the Lincoln Memorial was modeled after an ancient Greek temple to Zeus. Its architect, Henry Bacon, intentionally borrowed the design to elevate Lincoln to near divine status. The columns, the symmetry, the elevated platform, all hallmarks of worship architecture. And inside, the statue itself hides symbolism. Lincoln's hands. One is clenched, strength. The other open, mercy. Even the number of columns 36 matched the states of the Union at the time. It's less a memorial and more a temple, not just to a man, but to the idea of righteous power. A reminder that every monument tells a story, but never the whole story. We visit these places to connect with history, but the truth is, history doesn't always want to be seen. Behind the marble and steel, behind every face carved in stone, there's something hidden, not just about the world, but about us. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.